Hey everyone, happy Friday. So this last week in our classes we were working on good health, and in the actual classes we were working with strengthening our nerves, our low back, and think sciatic nerve. Sciatic nerve is the longest nerve that runs from your heel all the way up. If ever you've had it go out on you, you know exactly where I'm talking. The other thing was, for good health, was conquering our sleep. So the easiest way for me to explain why creating a support system in good health for you is that think of your home where you live. It needs to be strong. It needs to support you. So that you can live, right? So in your house, you have your foundation, your structure sits on top of something, and you have to make sure it's strong so that it can carry everything else, right? So that being your bones, your muscles, your skin. Your skin is like one of the most important places where you can live. If you have any skin issues, dehydration, like liquids, put a lot of water in your body because you're mostly made up of water. The other things that are really cool is a house, you got to have electricity. That's where we're at today. Your electricity in your body is your nervous system. And your nervous system, the bigger it is, the brighter it is, the better your highway to when something happens to you, the message goes to the brain, right? So nervous system is really, really exciting, right? 2 years ago, I killed a nerve in my foot, and I swear it happened for a reason, and that reason was to say, you need to bring Kundalini Yoga to this area because it works directly with the nervous system. And man, people are rocking it and they're loving it. And the amazing thing is that I can have an 18-year-old alongside a 70 to 80-year-old, and they're doing their own thing and they're doing what benefits them, which is fantastic. So that nervous system is when we have something poke us. It's hot, it's cold, it pinches, you feel strain or pain. That message will go to the brain. And if the brain is free of clutter, you will notice it, right? So what's clutter? Think of your house. If you have clutter in your house, can you think clearly? Can you get anything done? A lot of people have to leave their home to do anything if there's too much going on in their house, right? So for those of us who have kids or are studying, right? You're going to school. Sometimes your home is not the best place for you to get things done because there's too much going on. Think of finding that simplicity in your home. So in other words, your digestive system. So in your home, what do you have? Plumbing. So making sure that your plumbing is going really, really well. And I talk about the plumbing all the time in class. That's why they call me the unfiltered teacher, because how much are you going? Is it too much? Is it too little? And you got to find that rhythm for you that is right. And if it's not right, what's going on? There's a restriction that happens in life. So if you're one that likes to hold and control, so too are you doing that in your body. You're holding and contracting all the time. Man, we need to loosen and let yourself let yourself let go of the steering wheel of life a little bit, right? And as you do that, you'll notice things will change. Number one, going to the bathroom becomes a little bit easier. Number two, your metabolism will steady. It will allow yourself. Metabolism is so cool. And it's one of the biggest problems that we have in our country. People having problems with their thyroid, and our thyroid is so important. Some of the other things, so plumbing, electricity, your HVAC in your home. Think of your circulatory system. That's another thing that we touch on all the time in Kundalini Yoga. You feel yourself become warm. You feel your respiratory system kick in and get strong, and that's amazing. So it's immediate, right? So you can do 15 minutes of Kundalini Yoga and you immediately feel the difference from when you started to where you are. that circulatory system, what happens on a day like today where it's 90 degrees out and your HVAC decides to go out? We overheat, right? And we do that in our bodies too, right? So we need to be able to regulate, and by doing that means that we have to work on it, right? So understanding all of these systems, both in your house that you live in and your body, it's so important, right? So sleeping, such a good thing, right? Sleeping is so good. So when you go to bed, does it take you 5 minutes to fall asleep? Or, I don't even know, it could take you hours to go to sleep. Or you go to sleep, no problem, and then you get up in the middle of the night and you start thinking. And you go down this like, all right, I'm already in my day and it's 2 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing to help yourself out, right? How are you helping yourself out so that when you rest your head at night, you can turn it off? Turn off where you got to go, what you've already done, so that you can get that rest, so that when you do wake up, you feel refreshed. You're able to see the people in front of you, feel what's going on within you, and that's really awesome. So sleep is key. There's a meditation that we do a lot in Kundalini Yoga, and it's Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. And that's one of the easiest things that you can do when you go to bed and your mind starts going. All you got to do in your mind is say Sa, Ta, Na, Ma, and you repeat it. Repeat it, repeat it, repeat it in your mind. And what will happen is it triggers, it actually stabilizes your pituitary gland, which is your master gland. And you go into this state of rest, right? It is the meditation for new beginnings. So I always encourage people, what are we doing in yoga and how can you take it into your life? So, really cool. Our health is so important. There's so many reasons why I've made changes in my life. So earlier this week, I talked about migraines, and my feed was blown up by everybody saying, me too. And taking out the crap in our diet, number one. Taking out the stress in your world, number two. Stress is a huge thing. Diet can stress you out, right? So just look at the food that you're putting into your body, when you're putting it in your body. I don't eat anything 2 hours before I go to bed. I try to have 2 hour span between the time I put my body in my bed to the time, so that I don't have, because food has to be processed, and you don't want your body working when you're trying to go to sleep. You want your body to be in a restful state. So, yeah, migraines can be pretty crazy. And someone asked, like, how did I navigate from 10 to 15 a month to only 1 or 2? Journaling to try to figure out what my triggers are. And then with that, I had to make a choice. And those choices are really, really hard. When you decide to make a change in your life, you're going to have people tell you that, oh, I know how you have to do it. You are the only one that can make the decisions for yourself, right? So obviously, keep your heart open for those people who want to offer you advice, but understand that your journey is yours, right? So making the changes for yourself when you're ready. And my biggest thing for my life is I have to make one change at a time, right? I can't go all or nothing. Today I'm deciding to do this. And I have a family. There's no way I can do that. So, yeah, when you make a choice to change, you're going to have a lot of feedback. Family and friends are going to be pointing their fingers, telling you, why are you doing this? And, when they do that, just smile and it's all right. It's all right. Who's the most important person that you need to take care of for yourself is you, right? When you take care of yourself, then you're taking care of those around you. They don't have to be on board. So you piss people off. I piss people off all the time. It's okay. It's okay, right? Usually if you piss somebody off, it's because they're doing something that they haven't gotten the courage yet to say, wow, I need to do that too, okay? So getting on the wagon of making choices so that you're in a better place, mentally, physically, and emotionally, is your choice. And when they start seeing you feeling good, feeling stable, feeling rested, moving towards your dreams and your goals, then they're going to go, how are you doing that? Right? It's awesome. It's awesome. So remember, not everybody has to like you. You have to like you. That's the most important thing. When you rest your head at night, the most important person is that you love yourself when you go to bed. And that's it, right? Your home is this it. Your soul's got one seat in this body. Make it the best seat, right? Have the soul experience the best journey ever. And what'll happen is there's going to be changes. There's going to be speed bumps. There's going to be potholes. But if you're in good health, when that happens, you're going to be like, there it is. I got this. My mind's clean. It's clear. I can take care of it. No problem, right? So with that, you guys, I'm really stoked. I'm really stoked. We got a lot of good things happening on Yoga DiVita, and I just feel really, really blessed. So I hope you feel good. And if not, poke me if you have questions about how do I do this. I love helping people. That is the thing that I do. So happy Friday. Have a great weekend. For those of you who are local, Kurtan tomorrow night at Yoga DiVita, 7 p.m. Rock on.